Another brand new update is dropping for Planet Coaster 2 in the next few weeks, and we have been given our first look at what's to come, and I can't lie to you, this is a jam-packed update. From extremely useful tools and controls to the arrival of some long-awaited coaster train updates, finally! And from an insane redesign of the water slides in-game to the return of a not-so-beloved roller coaster. As said, this could genuinely be the biggest update yet, and it's all free! Of course, it is a shame that all of this wasn't in the game originally, but I really do appreciate the fact that devs care and actually are listening to the feedback that we are giving and implementing it in certain updates. It's better to have it now than never. And it would be better if you have clicked the subscribe button. Yes, there is so much Planet Coaster 2 content to come, including some new recreations and some more custom park stuff. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Thank you very much. Either way, we have a whole list of things to get into with this update, and future updates too, but I'll get onto that later. And because Frontier Unlocked was actually happening the other night, where they show us everything that's going on in all the different Frontier games, including one that has space jets in it. I don't play that game, so I don't really get it. They showed us a lot of what we can expect in the new update in March, and I'm going to go through it in an in-depth analysis. As you can see on screen, we are here in the video. I'm going to sound smart for the second time ever, and we're going to watch through and dissect what they're doing and showcase what the update is about. So first of all, as you can see, we are very much stagnated, still and not moving on this map here. Now this does look a little bit like a career mode map, but there's no career mode starter anything anywhere. So what is this? Well, you're now going to be able to use different career mode maps as a standard starter for your sandbox parks. So instead of booting up this really flat park and just doing nothing with it, you now have the option to have this sort of thing here, like the cliffside, and obviously there's no border and the people sat on the very comfy looking couch in the corner, but that is really quite cool. I'm happy they're adding more to that. And as for what they're about to show now, they're just going to place some rocks down, and you might be able to see on this side where they are putting their cursor a random rotation toggle and a random scale toggle. And what that means is whenever you place down a rock or some scenery or something that is very repetitive, so for instance in my park you literally have to place a rock down, then twist it 90 degrees and then do the same over and over. With this, it will do it automatically. So when you place down a rock, you'll then place down another one and it'll be facing a different direction. Like if you were placing me as a scenery piece right now, facing forwards, and then the next one you go to place down is like this. Then the next one. And this is going to be so useful for not only rocks, but trees, bushes, all that stuff. And they only use it briefly, but you can see the random scale thing here as well. So they'll place down that big rock and it'll turn small, and then just, you know, different sizes. Again, minimum and maximum, so you can have really big rocks or tiny little ones. I think that might be from Planet Zoo, but that is a fantastic update and is going to save so much time. Another thing here is a mute audio button that they've added to the screens. I don't know why that wasn't on it already, but I guess it wasn't. You can also add ride audio too. I thought you could already do this, but I think you can do it to coasters and not flat rides. But now you can add it to your flat rides. And this on screen right now is one of the most exciting things that they showed us in this update. And that is the next part of the stock coasters. Last update we had the Wing Coaster and the Dragon Junior Coaster finally get that theming taken off, because that Dragon Coaster, to try and theme around that, was just stupid. Well, now we actually have a standard train for the Intamin launch coaster, so the one with the race car looking thing. As you can see, they're changing it right here into the standard one, and it's quite a bulky front car, and it's also got over the shoulders instead of the lap bars. What? Wait, what? Yeah, that literally went from having lap bars to over the shoulders. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's how it's going to be, but I'm glad we finally got that in the game, along with the fact the race car pieces that were on the train are now actually pieces in the game. There's a tyre, there's like side panels, the front car. I want to make a Formula 1 land now. Isle of Discovery, get ready for that F1 sponsorship. And also, one train that everyone has been talking about getting a normal base version of is the Vekoma launch coaster. As you can see here, the plane, it's a really cool train actually, the Top Gun model. So it is based off something in real life, so I understand that. But as you can see, if you go to the customize section, you can change it to a lot better looking train. Look at that. The front car and the way it just looks, obviously you can add theming to that and stuff. It's much better than the plane, and I can't wait to theme that up for Talos, to be fair. And something useful for flat rides and other coasters, you can get the plane pieces, so you can make your coaster trains into planes. if you really want to revert it back. There was not a definitive answer of whether or not you can add more coaster cars to that train, but hopefully you can. Because again, I understand it's based on the Top Gun model, which literally does not have more than 2 cars, but it would be really nice to see that. They're now going to swiftly move over to a returning roller coaster in Planet Coaster 2, and that is the Vekoma SLC. No! This type of ride is extremely rough and painful in real life, no matter the type of it you ride. So whilst it's obviously amazing having it in the game again, I hope all SLCs in real life cease to exist soon. But yeah, it's back from Planet Coaster 1, and this was actually in one of the DLCs in the game originally. So, we're back at the count. I think it was in like the Classic Rides pack or something along those lines. So yeah, to have it back, it's good. This is where then they head over to their water park, and you can already see little bits on the right and sort of, you know, where those slides are. The brand new physics for the water slides. A big part of the game, very much open to bad reviews because of how half the slides were just flat bottoms, and you wouldn't even run up the sides, you would just go flat along it. You know when you're going 100 miles an hour down a water slide and you do a really sharp right hand turn and you just stick to the floor? That's what it used to be like, but now, as you can see, they are round bottomed slides, and you actually do sort of see the slide movement of the different rafts. As you can see it going around that first corner, it's sliding up the side. And yeah, that is so much better than it was before. And even just seeing it on like this slide here and a couple other slides, just seeing that raft actually sort of like malform, you know, like that there. It goes around that corner so perfectly, and then that corner's really tight, so it really goes up the side and really speeds up. And the physics are so much better, man. I'm so happy. Obviously, like they showed us ages ago when it was work in progress, you can have it so that if it goes into a special element way too fast, it will just loop the loop. And I genuinely can't wait to do that with some slides. So if you want to see a video where I just break the game with insane water slides, 1,000 likes, and I'll do that. Because you can also do this right here. As you can see, the guests, instead of going over that hill like they would have before and sticking to it, they just fly off. And it looks hilarious. No need for the end of the slide when it can be the end of your life. And they didn't actually show it, but of course you can see this here. There's going to be people who are just psychotic, who will fling the guests off of a slide onto hard concrete or the grass. They have made it so that if a guest does land on something like that after jettisoning off of a water slide, they'll just run away and really panic and just leave your park. You know when you've just sustained a massive impact towards the ground and you get up and you just go, I need to leave. That is genuinely amazing, and I'm so glad they've added that because it just adds so much stupidity and just random creativity as well. But now we must get serious and begin our shootout. Because thank you to Frontier for sending this out. As you can see, there is some Western looking theming around, and we've got this Western trailer with an animatronic there, and you've got that nice lamp in the background. I love his sliders, man, they're so cool. And you've got this Wild West shootout looking thing, and here we go. The Queen and the King. There you go, Creator Splash Update 3 coming March 20th. I don't think I actually said that already, but yeah, it's coming out on the 20th of March, so about 3 weeks. Pretty good. But yeah, you can see like the benches, the fences, all the wooden walls, the windows as well, like the wagons in the background with the wheels, the cactus. Like, we're going to get so many different pieces. I think they said over 150 different pieces are coming, which, again, I know this was an old theme for the old game, so I completely get why they didn't add these originally, but so many people have been asking for the Western one especially, and I know a few people have been asking for medieval and blah, blah, blah. We are getting one of the best themed packs back for free as well. I will still be making Isle of Discovery when this comes out, so a Western area is definitely happening. We were then given a look at the final roadmap of now, where we of course have the February update, which has already taken place with the little tick mark. The final look at the March update, unless anything gets added, so you can see like the Western theme returns and the guest jettisoning, all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, they have added stuff to the April update 4, which are all very interesting because we have the franchise mode improvements, ongoing stability, we get there every time. An additional ride, which makes me very intrigued. It's an Act 2 for the career maps being available in sandbox mode, and then up here we have something very exciting, the restaurants. There you go, building your own ones, satisfying multiple guest needs and tolerances, and these are going to be based off the Planet Zoo. ones, not the Planet Coaster 1 ones. And who knows what is going to come in Update 5 in May. As you can see, it's still under construction and we've still got the mechanic there tapping the glass. But it's a huge unknown at the minute. I reckon with the fact we're getting the restaurants back, we might see the hotels come back from Planet Coaster 1. And alongside that, a new returning ride. Or maybe, because they're hiding it for this long, we might actually see a new ride. Or some new mechanics. Swing launches? Zamperla Valles? I genuinely have no idea what to expect, but as soon as we find out, I will let you know. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss when we get those first looks at those future updates.